Ago, it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tighten up. 20. Check.
On 1st and 10, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Carolina.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun. Joker. Check. 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
8.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 31. Kill.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check 55. Hey! Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton evades him at the 20, and that's caught. It's Hogan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Lamar Miller, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller.
You got it. You got it.
At the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get the ball.
On first and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain? One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Get that ball. Under 10.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Great. Check 20.
To throw on second and 6. Newton, he's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 20.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That's the way. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 8. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Great.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Panthers 7, Texans 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, it doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3rd and 2, Newton. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Texans take over 1st and 10
do it.
at their own 20-yard line.
Get set. March by 4. You remember me. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Line him up.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That complete to Lamar Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 52. Check 58. 8. Check 8. Check hot route. Hot.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
8.
Newton now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Ready. Check 41. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Out. Slams. 20. Gun.
McCaffrey following the penalty. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 7, Newton, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are...
There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson rolling to his right. He gets it to Thomas. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Panthers.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. It's complete. Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Watson on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Watson, off play action. He'll buy some time right. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Texans 27, Panthers 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Rush in. 20.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. That didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown! And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.